Hey everyone, for the past several weeks, many of our communities have been calling for an end to racial injustice in this country. In my profession, I have seen racial inequality extend to wealth and money. For example, income of Black families is only half of that of white families. A typical Black family has a net worth of around $17,000. That's data in 2016, roughly 1/10 of the $170,000 accumulated by a white household. That's according to federal research. So in this video, I just wanted to share 3 ways you can extend your fight to end racial injustice into your money. So the first action item you can do is to switch to socially responsible funds. So if you own a basket of stocks in your 401k or in your IRA through a mutual fund or an ETF, most likely you own private prison companies like CoreCivic and Geo Group, which one can argue is helping promote racial injustice in this country by promoting mass incarceration. We all know that 1 in 3 Black males will go to prison in their lifetime compared to 1 in 17 for white men. Now, these socially responsible funds will choose companies that have a commitment to local communities, have a commitment to higher labor standards. So when you do this, just make sure you are choosing the low-cost ones so as not to sacrifice your financial return. The second way you can help bridge the racial wealth gap in this country is to donate your money or your time to nonprofits who provide financial coaching to low to moderate income communities, which are often people of color. So for example, in Maryland, where I currently live, Cash Campaign of Maryland is a nonprofit that provides tax preparation assistance, financial coaching to low-income communities in Baltimore and other parts of Maryland. There's also the Catholic Charities Financial Stability Network, where I personally volunteer with. They provide financial coaching also to low-income communities, particularly in DC, Montgomery County, and PG County in Maryland. So they help people with their budgeting, how to increase their credit score, and in general, how to help them make better financial decisions. And you don't need to be a CPA or a CFA to volunteer with this financial stability network. You just have to be financially savvy and have a good grip on the concept of your finances. The third way you can help bridge the wealth gap divide is to tell your friends about the value of financial planning. Now, it sounds like a sales pitch because I'm a personal financial planner, but let me just share with you the data. And this is one of the things that I got into this profession. So for example, in 2014, they published a study in the Journal of Financial Planning. It's an academic journal. They followed around 12,000 Americans over a period of 15 years. And the study showed that those who had a comprehensive financial plan in place were able to build up to 4 times more wealth compared to those who had no financial plan. So that can potentially mean ending up with $500,000 by the time you retire or $2 million. So it's a big difference for a lot of people. Another study that was conducted by the Vanguard Group in 2016 showed that a financial advisor can potentially provide up to 3 percentage points in value. So what that means is if you have, for example, $200,000 in retirement savings in your 401k or IRA, the value of a financial planner can be potentially up to 3% of that. So potentially $6,000. And that can be through constructing a low-cost investment portfolio, through rebalancing, which means selling bonds when they're higher and buying stocks when they're low, tax efficiency, and also behavioral coaching. So just make sure when you're looking for financial advisors, look for a fiduciary, which means they are required to act in your best interest. The reason why I mentioned this is you'll be surprised, only less than 10% of financial advisors in this country are actually fiduciaries who are required to act in your best interest. It's kind of crazy. So that's it, my friends. If you'd like to extend your fight to end racial injustice, to bridge the wealth gap in the United States, you can do these 3 things that I mentioned: switch to socially responsible funds, donate your time or your money to nonprofits that provide financial coaching to low-income communities, and tell your friends about the value of financial planning. If you'd like this video, make sure you check out our other video on fossil fuel free investing. It's very much the same line of values-based investing, and we also talk about whether or not doing socially responsible funds can positively or negatively impact your potential financial return. Until next time.